The world after World War II was not as peaceful as many would have liked. During that period, the boom in heavy machinery manufacturing, especially military equipment, seemed more like a continuation of the conflict than a retreat from war. This tense atmosphere drove, among other things, the development of even more advanced military vehicles. And one of those vehicles was the SIL-135, a four-axle monster, created in the Soviet Union, which would challenge the laws of logistics and the technological limitations of its time. The SIL-135 was not only a product of the need to maintain a formidable military capability, but also a response to the challenges posed by difficult terrain and the most extreme missions. The origin of the SIL-135, problem solving through creative engineering. After World War II, the Soviets not only had to rebuild the country, they also had to strengthen their war machinery, always keeping in mind that the Cold War was just around the corner. Logistics, as always in times of war, was essential. But how could they ensure that the heaviest missiles and the most advanced weapon systems could be transported efficiently across the Russian landscape, full of mud and deep snow? The answer came in the form of a vehicle packed with ingenuity and toughness. The CIS-134 was the first attempt to solve these problems. This prototype was based on the CIS-151, a three-axle model, but with one big difference: two engines were added instead of one. This idea not only multiplied the power, but also revolutionized the way vehicles could move across extremely difficult terrain. Its four-wheel drive system was designed to navigate any type of terrain, from thick mud to the deepest ditches, emulating the most advanced off-road vehicles of the time. A design that broke with tradition: two engines, more power, less weight. To tackle this challenge, the engineers led by Vitaly Andreevich Grachev decided to restructure the classic design. Instead of one, the SIL-135 would be powered by two engines, each with its own gearbox and transmission system, which eliminated the need for complicated differentials. This innovative design not only simplified the system, but also helped reduce the vehicle's weight and improve its reliability. And not only that, if one of the engines failed, the SIL-135 could keep moving with the other, which greatly increased the chances of success in complex missions. This change in design also allowed for exceptional maneuverability. The SIL-135 featured outer axles on both sides that could be steered, improving its ability to maneuver even on the toughest terrain. Imagine driving this giant with a wheel geometry that looked like a work of engineering art. Two powerful V8 engines, no differentials, and a structure designed to minimize weight as much as possible. It wasn't just a simple truck. It was a war machine built to last and to overcome any challenge. Fiberglass and adaptability. A design made for battle and endurance. The SIL-135 was not only designed to be efficient on the road, it also had to withstand extreme conditions. The cab, built from frameless fiberglass, was designed to withstand extreme temperatures, pressure, and fire. This was crucial during missile launches, where the heat and pressure conditions were immense. In fact, one of the biggest challenges was integrating the Luna surface-to-surface missile system, which could be up to 10 meters long and weigh as much as 2.5 tons. Although the engineers tried to turn the SIL-135 into an amphibious model to handle rivers and large bodies of water, they found that stability was a significant problem. The vehicle was so massive that any attempt to make it fully amphibious resulted in a design that was just too unstable. Eventually, the amphibious model was scrapped in favor of a more practical and reliable version. SIL-135 and its evolution, toughness and performance that can handle anything. Throughout its development, several versions of the ZIL-135 were produced. One of the most notable was the long-range version, which had a distance of 7.6 meters between the outer wheels. This model was designed to carry heavier and longer-range missiles. Despite its size, the ZIL-135 was not just a missile carrier. It also served as a powerful tractor, capable of towing vehicles stuck in deep snow or impassable terrain. At first, the vehicle lacked suspension, and the low-pressure tires were solely responsible for absorbing the impacts from the terrain. However, this solution proved to be insufficient, and for the final version, shock absorbers and torsion bars were introduced, which greatly improved the vehicle's performance and stability. With high capacity for extreme tasks, the ZIL-375 engines. To power this monster, the engineers decided to use the ZIL-375 engine, a more powerful and reliable version than the initial prototypes, which were equipped with 6-cylinder ZIL-123F engines. The ZIL-375 had a gasoline engine with a simple yet robust design, with a displacement of 7 liters and a power output of 180 horsepower. It could produce a maximum torque of 466 Newton-meters at 1800 RPM. This engine was ideal for working in extreme conditions, such as low temperatures and high humidity. Additionally, its ability to run on low-quality fuel made it perfect for the most remote and hard-to-supply areas. Despite its impressive capabilities, the engines of the ZIL-135 were also quite easy to maintain, with the first major service scheduled at 110,000 kilometers. And although the initial ideas included an automatic transmission to improve off-road capabilities, a manual transmission was chosen to reduce costs. This did not significantly affect its performance, as the ZIL-135 remained an unstoppable machine on the battlefield. The legacy of the ZIL-135, a testament to Soviet engineering. Throughout its service life, more than 5,000 units of the ZIL-135 were produced, and they were not only used by the Soviet Army. Countries like Cuba, Vietnam, and some Eastern European nations adopted the ZIL-135 for their own defense needs, but also for civilian applications. The vehicle was used in heavy transport projects, especially in areas with extremely difficult terrain. The durability and versatility of the ZIL-135 made it a symbol of the USSR's industrial power during the Cold War. Even though the ZIL-135 stopped being produced in 1993, its legacy endures. It is increasingly rare to find an operational ZIL-135, but the traces of its engineering and its influence are still visible in the design of modern vehicles. Its robustness, off-road capability, and adaptability were features that defined an era, and its impact remains significant both in the military field and in the development of heavy transport vehicles in many parts of the world. The ZIL-135 was not just a vehicle, it was an exceptional achievement of Soviet engineering. From its powerful engines to its ability to operate in the most inhospitable terrains, this truck marked a turning point in the design of heavy military machinery. Although it has become obsolete in the military field, the ZIL-135 remains a testament to the industrial power of the USSR and the ability of its engineers to tackle the toughest challenges. Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep discovering more about the road giants that have made history in engineering.